It was mid-September and the forecast was looking spectacular. I'd never been to Parkside Bay before, but it had been on my list of places to visit for the past few years. On Thursday night, the lake would be empty. On Friday night, there was only one more permit available. And on Saturday night, the lake was fully booked. I decided to book a permit for Thursday and Friday. I'd get to enjoy a quiet, peaceful experience on my first night before the groups began to arrive on the Friday. This is 3 days solo, with my pup Elo, on Parkside Bay in Algonquin Park. Okay, let's go. No, Elo. Elo, hey, sit. Elo, hey, sit. Stay. Stay. Okay, let's go. Good girl. Good girl. I'm doing the portage from smoke to ragged right now. The only portage of the day. About 250 meters. Okay, well, we need to take our time here, okay? This is rocky. Okay, let's go. Hey, don't pull. Okay. 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 Okay, well, this way. Good girl. Okay, well, we're almost on the uphill. Ooh. Okay, slow, Elo, slow. Good girl. Okay, this way. Let's go off to the side. Elo, hey. Stay. 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 Okay. Arriving to an empty Parkside Bay, I got my first pick of campsites. I set up on a beautiful peninsula site on the eastern shoreline. I organized my gear, set up my tent, and then it was time for Elo to let out some energy. You okay? Okay, let's get you some water. Hello, hello! Look who it is! So I'm at my campsite on Parkside Bay. So I'll show you around camp. Everything is set up and I'm about to relax. So I'll do a quick campsite tour first. So this is the front of the campsite and it is pretty stunning. Even Elo is enjoying those rocks. Like, this is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool like photo op. It's pretty cool to just maybe like pull my chair up there and like sit and watch the stars and be surrounded by water and like 360 degrees basically if I'm sitting where Elo is. And it extends here. Whoa, Elo, you gotta be careful. Yeah, come on. Come on. Okay, let's go inside. So yeah, this is the front of the site. Okay, so this is the inside of the site and I really like it because it's large and it's very open, like exposed, like I can see far in every direction, but at the same time it's sheltered. So right now I have my gear here. So normally when I set up camp, there's a few things that I do. I set up my tent, I do my barrel hang, which I'll show you a closer up, and then I organize my gear. I put it on a tarp, and then whenever I need to waterproof it or overnight, I fold half the tarp over and I weigh down the corners with rocks. So I got some rocks ready. That's my gear. My tent is here. This isn't the best spot, it's a little bit sloped, but I positioned it in a place that I think is will be pretty good. I did a test lying down before I pegged it all down, and I think it should be pretty good. So here's my 2-person, and it opens up to a nice view of the beachfront. And okay, so then over there's just some more sloped ground, not anywhere ideal to pitch a tent. Here's the fire pit, so there's this massive seat, there's that flat bench, and the fire pit's really cool. There's this one bench right in front, so for a soloist or a small group, that's pretty sweet. Only thing is, the bench is not stable, so you gotta be careful. You can see it rocking as I tap it with my foot, but the fire pit's pretty good. Yeah, and then there's this flat little kitchen counter, which is very stable. It's nailed in, so that's pretty cool. This is flat. There's that. And I set up Elo's water spot. I always like to put her water in one spot so that she knows predictably where to go whenever she's thirsty. So she knows this is her spot. This is actually hollow, so someone put this big rock to block it. You can see it's hollow on the inside. Yes, it's a pretty sweet fire pit, and it's got a gorgeous view from the fire pit. It's pretty exposed to the wind, so not the most ideal in that sense. You can also pitch a tarp here to there, there to there, there to here, so you can pitch tarps in the fire pit area if you wanted to, you know, hang around here if it was raining. Let's keep going. So I did my bear hang right here, and I say this pretty much every time, but it's recommended not to do it right at camp. But when I find a perfect tree, I'm going to take advantage of that perfect tree. So this is a good 7-8 feet from the trunk, and it's like 15 to 20 feet at least high up, like it's very high. I barely had enough rope, so just to be safe, I extended to my bear hang rope, which is the green one. I just extended another rope so that I can give myself a lot of slack when I'm tying it off, and I don't have to worry about losing this, because that's happened to me a few times where it pulled up and then I'm like, oh crap, and I have to pull it down and start all over again. There's a swing for some reason. I'm not sure where you're swinging to, but the swing is here, I guess, if you want it. The trail continues this way, and you can see there's a very old Thunderbox privy sign. It's yellow. Yeah, you can see if you look close, you can see the male-female icons there. Yeah, so this is just super, super old. But the Thunderbox is all the way down there, so it's quite a walk away. I think we're already pretty far from the main campsite, and you can't even see it in view here. Let's go for a little walk to the Thunderbox. Let's get our steps in, Elo. There you go, now you can see it. Right, so the Thunderbox is here. I don't understand why it always faces the trees. Like, why not open it up here and give yourself a little bit of space and give your legs some room? Like, I understand in small sites you don't want it facing the campsite so that people don't see you doing your business, but this is like 200 meters away, or like 100 to 200 meters away from the site. No one is just stumbling upon this or seeing you. So here, it would be nice in these situations if you know, spin it around, open it up here. But anyways, let's go back. That's the site. All that's left to do, chore-wise, I did a test of my food barrel hanging it just to make sure the branch can support the weight. All of that. So all that's left to do now is I need to fill my water jug, and then I need to collect some firewood. I was almost ready to go for an evening paddle, but first I needed to hang my food. You can actually get a fine if you don't store your food properly when you leave it unattended. On the second day of this trip, a park warden made a visit to my campsite just as I was arriving back from a paddle, but I had hung my food properly while I was gone, so there was no fine for me. But the warden had actually made a comment about how he was impressed with the food hang. just got back from the paddle. The sun is on its final colors. We went and we checked out a couple of campsites down on that side of the lake. Birch and tinder. And then just some gradually bigger pieces just to get things going. So that's that. So I'm going to get a fire going now. It was a hot, sunny day, but the temperatures were dropping quickly in the evening. It was nothing that a warm fire, some s'mores, and a bit of whiskey couldn't fix. Afterwards, I went to the beach shoreline to watch the stars and do some astrophotography. And then Elo and I headed into the tent to cozy up in our sleeping bags. Where'd they go? Good morning, Elo. It's the morning of day 2. It's a cold one. I was a little worried about Elo in these cold temperatures, so I went a little bit extra with my setup. I have an open sleeping bag at the bottom of the tent as a ground sheet and just a little bit of insulation. And then I have 2 sleeping pads, one for each of us. Elo's using my old Climate Static P. You see the shape, the baffle shape. And I'm using my new Sea to Summit Etherlight insulated. And then on top of the sleeping pads, I put a bed sheet. I wrapped everything in a bed sheet. That's the blue that you see. Not this. This blue is the bed sheet. So it's on top of both sleeping pads, kind of holding them together and just adding another layer. And then Elo has her neck Little Dipper sleeping pad. And then this is my dry bag, just with a little towel on top, microfiber towel as a pillow for Elo. And then I have my winter sleeping bag. So there's multiple layers. She seemed fine. She went to bed all curled up in the sleeping bag, and when I woke up she was sitting on top of it, but she was warm to the touch in the morning. Good morning, Elo. Hey, baby. Uh-oh. We got zoomies going on. We got zoomies. Morning zoomies. Oh no. She better not rip my tent again. Oh my god. Oh! If you go anywhere near my tent. Whoa. Okay. Oh, what is this? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh no. Ow, don't bite me. Hey. Oh no. I just realized probably shouldn't let her do that on my down jacket. I'm gonna chase you. I'm gonna get you. The mist from the water is coming through the campsite. After Elo failed at catching the squirrels, I decided to make myself a coffee before starting the day. It was still chilly in the morning, so I was wearing all of my layers. Elo was a good girl, so I gave her some snacks too. It was a beautiful, calm, quiet morning on Parkside Bay. The plan for the day was to hang out at the campsite for a bit and then go for a paddle to explore the lake. Knowing that the lake was fully booked for the evening, I wanted to document as many campsites as I could before the group started to arrive. Okay, let's go. Stay. Stay. Stay, you. got the zoomies. I'm coming for you, Elo. I got you. Go on. Go on. Go in. Go in. Good girl. Good girl. Did you dunk your head? Good girl, Elo. Oh no. Good girl. Go on. Let's go this way. Whoa. Hey, do you want to go for a swim? Okay, let's go. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, Elo. Oh no, don't shake on me. Don't shake on me. Oh no. Elo. Yeah, go on. Go on. No, Elo, this way. This way. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, right on me, Elo. Thank you. What a beautiful day. Beautiful day on Parkside Bay. The group on that peninsula isn't bad. But those guys, they're the loud ones. It's okay. I'm relaxing with Elo. Look at this campsite. This is gorgeous. Do you want to go again? You can go. You can go. Yeah, go. Good girl, Elo. Good girl. What's up? Elo, you want to see a skipping rock? That's not skip. Are you trying to get my rocks, Elo? Elo, you're not gonna get it. Rocks sink. There you go. Little skips. Oh, that was a good one. Okay, well, we're done with the rocks. Okay, come on. Oh, you're so cute, Elo. Stay. Sit. Stay. 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 Come here. Sit. Good girl. Come here. Sit. Down. Stay. Up. Good girl. Come here. Sit. Walk. Good girl. Down. Stay. Stay. Up. Good girl. Gentle. Gentle. Good girl. Wait. Wait. Take it. Good girl, Elo. Good girl. That's it. Good girl. Good Good girl, that's all. Good girl, baby. Good girl. Go get some water, okay? Okay, so I'm pretty sure that there's some crazy squirrel water slide inside of this tree. And that's the exit. Because that just looks like the end of a water slide. I'm just gonna be like sitting eating dinner and I'm gonna see a squirrel on like a paddleboard or like something just come flying out underneath. I'll be like, yeah, I knew it. And then Ela will chase it. I'm gonna get you. Whoa. We're playing the game Chase Elo. Whoa! Elo, you can't jump into me like that. You're gonna hurt me. You're gonna hurt me. You're not tired. Whoa. Hiding behind this tree stump. Uh-oh, she sees me. I think she sees me. Does Elo see me? Uh-oh, she's onto me. She's onto me. Uh-oh, she's onto me. Oh no, she found me. Okay, let's get some water. Come, let's get some water. Come here. There's barely anything left, Elo. Do you want some water? Good girl. This is my wood for the evening. I just organized everything. I've got some birch there, some tinder to get it started. This is just to help build it up easily. This is the main, it's going to be feeding it. This is the structure. And this is what's going to keep burning, but they need some smaller stuff to sustain it as well. Some bigger anchors there and some bigger logs there. So a little bit of everything. There's still a lot left that I didn't process or do anything to. So there's that. A couple more pieces here. And these pieces here. So there's plenty of firewood for the next group or two. And I don't even think I'm going to use even close to this. I think I'll use probably half of it. So leave a nice courtesy pile for the next group. People often ask me if I get bored when I go out on solo trips, but how can I be bored with this kind of entertainment? Ela wasn't too amused. Instead, she decided to work on her tan under the warm sun. Hey, Ela. She likes hanging out in the sun. Okay, you can come hang with me, Ela. It's a race between White Boat and Blue Boat. They're going for the campsite. White Boat circled Parkside Bay, didn't find anything. blue boat saw me and white boat coming in this direction, and then they did an immediate U-turn. They're like, all right, let's just go for the campsite. So now it's a race between the two of them. And it looks like blue boat's gonna take the W. Blue boat got the W. White boat is continuing on. We were so sleepy. She's really tired. You can get comfy, Elo. I'm gonna go paddle into the Narrows for a bit. After watching some loons and mergansers, I came across a beaver den. There were 2 beavers swimming in the water, but they kept slapping their tail and going beneath the surface. I decided to put my paddle down and stay completely still and silent. After about 5 to 10 minutes, the beavers became comfortable with my presence and got back to work. Hey, come on. Come sit with me? Hey. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. Start the fire. Here. Oh baby, oh baby, I got you. No, don't have zoomies now. The morning of day 3 was another chilly one. I had a relatively short travel day to get back to my car, so I wasn't in a particular rush. I enjoyed the morning, slowly took down camp, and then we got on the water. We just pushed off from our campsite, and look at this morning. My camera can't even focus because it's so foggy. Let's focus on Elo. So that's our campsite, and we're just leaving. The fog's gonna clear in the next probably 30 minutes, and then we're just gonna have a hot sun. Alrighty, Elo, we got a long paddle ahead of us. Okay, let's get started, okay? Okay. Where are all the people, Elo? Okay, let's go. Okay. We're almost done, Elo. Final stretch. And that was it. We arrived at Smoke Lake for the final paddle. The trip was over. It was a short trip, but it was a beautiful 3 days on Parkside Bay. Thanks for following along for the journey.